Okay, Jordan, £51,000 in a single workout, which is badass. So you had that on Saturday, got a massage as well, which is good. Work hard, so got to recover just as hard. This is absolutely perfect, right? Had ramen on Saturday, so you might be a bit over on the salt side, no issues there. Interesting that your best workout this week was Saturday in the morning after a big meal Friday night. Some digestive issues on Saturday due to spicy foods. It's not particularly surprising that you got a big performance out after a big meal the night before. Cool. Got a good handle of macros now, so key micronutrients you can focus on. Micronutrients are an interesting one. You are mostly what we're looking at doing here is we're trying to look at a nice balance. You're looking at trying to get as many kind of greens and coloured veg in as you possibly can, and that not as you possibly can, but per meal, and that's going to give you a pretty good broad range spectrum of micros. That being said, things like your electrolytes you might want to supplement with. You might want to supplement with a decent quality multivitamin as well, because that way you're giving yourself a nutritional insurance policy. As far as fibre goes, you don't really want to supplement with fibre unless you're really struggling with digestion. Because if you mess up the fibre side of things, you will cause problems with digestion. So I wouldn't go too crazy there. A good quality multi and an electrolyte mix. I use 40,000 volts. You can get it on Amazon, but there's tons and tons of electrolyte mixes out there that you can get that will do the job. Because people, when you train, you sweat, you tend to sweat, and when you sweat, you lose electrolytes. So you lose out your sodium, your potassium levels drop, and these are things that we want to keep on top of. Salting your foods to taste, so your meals salted to taste, because there's no the whole thing about high salt being bad for you is only really bad for you if you have problems with your blood pressure. If your blood pressure is normal, if you don't have any kidney issues, then your body will simply excrete any additional sodium that it doesn't need. So it's difficult to cause yourself problems there. The good thing about having more salt in your diet is that it means that you have more potassium in your muscle cells, and potassium is pretty important. If it gets too high, that's bad, but that's unlikely to happen just from salting your food. If it gets too low, it's really bad. So we want to make sure we're getting plenty of sodium so we can drive more potassium into muscle cells. Okay. So those are just really sort of some things to think about. So a good quality electrolyte blend will cover you on that. Okay. You can have that pre-workout. You can have it in the morning. First thing in the morning is a good time to have it, because you've spent the night in bed sweating and dehydrating through just breathing. So it's a good idea because it'll help you to hydrate better as well. Okay. Now food wise, let's have a look. 173 on the protein, 50 on the fats, 224 on the carbs. You're bang on, perfect. Step count you've managed to smash. Cardio you've smashed. Body weight trending, what is it? 67.1 this week. Last week 67.5. So we're down by 400 grams, which is good. That's about half a pound. Measurements wise, waistline down, neck unchanged, hips unchanged, thighs up, chest unchanged, arms unchanged. That's a good week. That's a good week, Jordan. Really, really good. Unfortunately, your photographs don't work. So when I try and open it, I'm getting a problem. I don't know what the issue is with it. I don't think it's probably not a formatting issue. It might just be that when you've uploaded them, they've not gone into Dropbox properly. They're not synced properly. So good if you can send me those again. Otherwise, there's not really a lot to say about this. You're down by half a kilo, almost half a kilo. I just hid that, didn't I? Yeah, unhide. You're down by almost half a kilo. That's pretty cool. There's not really anything to stress about there, because it's around about where we want to be. So we don't want to make much in the way of a change here, because we don't want to suffer unnecessarily. See, when we're dieting, we want to get the most out of the least, and that's the important thing that we're looking at here. So I think that we can push the step count target to 12.5, because you smashed it this week, and I think you'll be able to do that pretty easily. We'll leave cardio alone, we'll leave food alone for now. Okay, just that change to your step count is enough. And then yeah, if you want to ask me or you want to try and you want me to send you some links for some a good quality multivitamin and an electrolyte blend, please let me know and I'll do so. Any questions, any problems, any issues whatsoever, Jordan, as per usual, you know the drill. Drop me a WhatsApp.